Hi everyone, long time no see.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Muk-jji-bba. I'm Edgy.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Judy.
And I guess sort of continuing with the various episodes we've had in the past. Today, we wanted to ask each other the, I guess once viral, 36 questions to fall in love that a psychologist ran an experiment with and went viral because I think the New York Times published it. But yeah, it's like a pretty popular set of questions, but we've personally never gone through it, like personally or with each other. So we thought it would be really fun to ask each other this, get to know each other better, and see if we fall in love.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I already love you guys though.
Okay, moving on. Okay.
So there are 3 sets.
Yeah. So there are 3 sets of questions, and each set, I guess, goes deeper in terms of the intimacy level of the question. So we're kind of just going to pick and choose from each set and go from there.
Just out of curiosity, because I didn't read the article, but are there like actual testimonies of people saying like, oh, these questions actually worked?
I actually do not know. I did not read that far into these. I just know that these exist. But I do think that, I think I did read somewhere that a lot of partners at one point will ask each other this just to get to know each other better, at least on the internet. It's what it seems like.
I see.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. How should we choose? Maybe because for the first set,
It's
Set
like
wonders.
relatively surface level. Like they're kind of interesting, creative questions, but not super, super deep. So we could do a couple from here to start
Yeah.
with.
there's questions 1 through 12. Should we just choose like 3 numbers and then just read those off?
True.
See how that works?
Yep.
Okay. Edgy, choose the first number.
1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Brittany?
3.
3. 11.
11.
1, 3, and 11. Let's do that.
Solid.
Okay. Edgy, do you want to read number 1
Yeah.
for us?
Okay. Number 1, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
These questions are always so hard.
I
It's
know.
always like, oh, from the past, like, which famous person would you want to have dinner with? I never have an answer.
Same. If it's just to like, just because I'm very, I guess, intrigued by that person, or like the way like they perform and like their songs are so like each song is so different for them. I think BB. I would wanna.
You know, I was actually.
Yeah, she's
She
like
did come to mind.
She has
Yeah.
like her quirks, so I feel like it'd be fun to kind of get to know her and also kind of like hear about like her process of like making or like choosing or writing songs. Yeah, I feel like she'd be a really interesting person to talk to. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on her latest song? It's
Pamyanggeng?
trending. Yeah.
So cute.
Her song Sugar Rush, I think. That one's also like pretty good. It's like hype.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Pamyanggeng's really cute, like the beat and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do really like it. Yeah. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the merry-go-round song.
Zion T.
Yeah. It's similar.
I get it.
You know, like childhood, nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like those types of songs.
But isn't the meaning of the lyrics like really sad?
It's very sad.
Yeah.
Really? I never
Yeah.
fully listened to it.
It's like basically her partner is breaking up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like one of the lines that she repeats a lot is like, it's like 너는 내게 말했지, 넌 바라는 게 너무 많아, or something like that.
Yeah,
So
but then
sweet.
she's like, no, all I wanted was
Pamyanggeng.
sweet.
I think that's all I got. Like, oh, she really craves Pamyanggeng. Anyway,
It's a very cute album
Yeah.
slash song. EP, yeah.
this is actually really hard because, yeah, my celebrity crush, I have several, but would I have a lengthy conversation? I don't know what I would say to them. But I think I would want to get to know Jennifer from Le Seraphim.
Oh, yes, sir.
I really like
Grant.
her. I'll invite Grant too. I'll be nice.
Dang. But that's 2 dinner guests.
He's not a guest though.
No,
He's just
No. He would be
alive.
guest. She'd be guest. Choose one or the other. Is it Grant or is it
obviously
Jennifer?
Jennifer. Obviously
Okay, yeah.
Jennifer. I can eat with Grant any other time. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's very cute. Yeah.
She's very well read. You know, she
Yeah,
just
I
like
saw.
reads all the time.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was
Yeah.
like, gosh, dang.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I would recently this like author, she's Chinese American, I think. Her name's RF Kwang. But she's like really young. I feel like she's around our age.
Wow.
But she already wrote like 2 like best-selling books and they're a little controversial, I heard. I only read one of them, but like I've seen like TikTok videos of her interviews and she seems very smart. And I feel like I could gain a lot of knowledge and just insight from just purely talking to her. And she seems cool. Yeah. She always has like red lipstick on. It's like, ooh, that's cool.
That is.
Red Theory. Right?
Red Theory.
Red
yes.
Theory.
Red nails. You know.
Yeah. For sure.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, should we move on to number 3?
Yep.
Okay, maybe Brittany can read that.
All right. Number 3. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say? Why?
Of course I do. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Yeah. I think if it's, for example, like the dentist or something, then no, I'll just be like, hi. But if it's an important phone call, or if it's like I have to call, I guess it's not a phone call, but if I'm calling someone for work or like setting up a meeting, then I obviously practice how I'm going to phrase my questions or what small talk am I going to do before.
Yeah. I think growing up, just calling people, even people I'm close to, even family, like I just get so anxious for no reason, honestly. But I've definitely gotten better at just not thinking about it and just like diving right in.
Yeah.
But it does still scare me. Yeah. That's why I just never call.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always like play it in my head.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm making a dinner reservation, then I'm like, okay, let me, like, hi, can I make a dinner reservation? Hi, can I make a dinner reservation for 4 people? Things like, I just, Well, I guess why?
Oh, wow.
Oh, why?
What do you mean why?
Because I'm nervous.
Social anxiety? I don't know.
I mean, what more is there to say?
Yeah, I don't want to sound stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to stumble with my words and say a lot of like unnecessary things. Just get the point across.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's also like over a phone call, you can't read the person's facial expressions.
True.
All you really can all you can really I guess like the only thing you can really pick up on is like their tone, you know? So I think that's also a little bit scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you guys, if you have to rank calling, texting, and FaceTiming, how would you rank them?
Text, call, phone, FaceTime. Oh my god, that was hard to say. Text, call, FaceTime. Actually, I feel like sometimes I want to FaceTime to see the other person. FaceTime and call are kind of like... But I feel like it's kind of ironic because a lot of the times you'll like text first to say, hey, can you call? Or,
That's
hey,
true.
can you FaceTime?
Like schedule.
So
Yeah.
regardless, text is number 1.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But so many people just call.
Oh.
Like just right away. Like they don't care if they're like disturbed. But I just get so like worried that they're like in the middle of something really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's friends always just like, they just call each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so weird. Like,
I
don't
agree.
know. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, like Ajuma's calling, like, like that all the time. I'm like, what? You guys don't text before? Like, schedule this?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
All right. Should we move on to number 11?
Yes.
Okay. Take 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Your life story.
Dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Suddenly, I want to do number 10. Anyways,
number 10, Judy?
number 10. Yeah. Oh my God, I said 10, guys.
Yeah.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised,
Shoot.
what would it? I thought that one was supposed to be lighthearted and like.
You can take this as lighthearted or as deep as you
Jeez.
want it to be.
Dang, maybe I should
That's
have said
true.
12.
What's 12?
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Let's do that one. Let's save the deeper stuff for later. Okay. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Does it have to be realistic or can it be like a superpower?
I think maybe superpower. Isn't superpower like an ability?
That's true.
I guess. Yeah.
I'd love to fly.
Oh.
Yeah. So that I can travel without spending any money.
Yeah.
That's true. And like just fly over LA traffic.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds. You would love that.
I
need that.
desperately need that.
Fast track isn't even fast anymore.
It's not.
And it's expensive.
It is.
Just fly.
It is. So I would also. No, I wouldn't even do fly. I would do teleportation.
Oh, what's the fun in that? There's no fun.
But it's even faster than flying. Like it's
exactly-
efficient. Like flying is like, oh, like
I
I'm in it
see,
for
I
the
see.
journey, but then
I just need to get to where I need to get.
I see.
yeah, busy
Valid.
season is
Yeah. I
you
just need to get there.
instantaneous.
Exactly.
Wait, dang, my first thing was like fast metabolism. Like
Wait, that was also mine too. But then
Yeah.
she said that, and I was like,
that's pretty good.
Thanks.
It's like I just want to like eat and then like 3 minutes later just be like, oh,
yeah.
gotta go.
I just want to be a squinty legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That was pretty good.
Okay, set two
How many are there? Oh, I guess there's 12.
for
Here
each one.
too, yeah.
Should we do?
All right. Should we do the same system of choosing 3 numbers?
What numbers did we do? 1, 3, 12 for the other one.
I choose 8.
8,
I choose 5.
5. Let's try 11 for this one.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
So
I'll read.
5,
5,
8, 11.
Okay. Number 5. What is your most treasured memory?
Oh, that's so hard.
Wait, yeah. I don't know if I remember anything.
True. Like, I can think of a lot of core memories that I love, but I can't choose.
Would it be harder to do like top 2 or 3 treasure memories?
But I think I can list them for sure, but I'm just like scared that I'm forgetting something even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Oof. This is so.
This is hard. Oh my goodness, guys.
I guess even if this wasn't your most treasured, what was the first memory that popped up in your head?
Oh, me too. My mind's like blank right now.
I think for me, because I'm with you guys right now, what came to mind first was the morning after KCN, after Korean Culture Night. Like, because we were all involved in it, and Eunice and Lena weren't, but they came to watch and support us.
Yeah.
And it was a very long day and night. So the next morning, I think we like all slept in, sort of. And then we just kind of like woke up in our PJs and just kind of ventured into the living room and just kind of chilled.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's like a core memory I have. We just
There were like a lot of flowers everywhere. too,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
people gifted
yeah.
us so many flowers.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
and I think we
was.
watched something on the projector.
Shrek. Yeah, it was Shrek. Yes.
Yeah, so it was like, it feels like a hazy memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a good way. Yeah.
Dang.
Shrek. Of all movies.
I know.
Movies. Yeah, I remember that. It was really nice.
I can't think of anything.
Okay. I'm like trying to think of something. I think for me, it's also I genuinely cannot think back beyond like the past year or two, but like I also resonate with that one. But I guess to say a different arena of a memory with my family, we went to Vegas last summer, and I think this is like the first time. Maybe we went on something before too, and I just can't remember. But I feel like this is one of the first times you went on a trip where like all of us are kind of adults, quote unquote, my brother and me. And like I drove like partway to Vegas, and this was like my first time, I guess, besides when we go up to San Francisco, but that's not really a trip. It's to drop off and pick up my brother, so that's a little different. But yeah, and like I don't know, I think it's just nice to be able to travel with my parents without depending on them for everything, and also kind of contributing to the trip. And so I think that was treasurable in that way. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay, I guess I don't know, I'm just gonna share something, but this was when Lena and I were driving to San Diego. And okay, we were on the 405 South, I think, yeah, and we're passing, I don't know what exact like area it is, but there's a huge like Muk-jji-bba sign as you're driving down, right?
Yeah.
We're like approaching that, and then something flies out from the truck in front of us. And then I think it was like a tire or something. I don't know. But it like flies out, and basically we were in a situation where we couldn't merge lanes, or like I guess we like thought we could just drive over it, but which we did. And then for like 2 seconds after, we just hear thunk. And it just starts just like it's weird sound. So we're like, and this was both of us like frozen. So I was like, obviously it's a little scarier for the driver. So I was like, okay, Lena, we're going to turn on your hazards.
Yeah.
And then we're going to slowly merge to the right. We're going to go off into like that little shoulder. So we merge over, and we look at her like half of her front bumper is on the floor. Like it was basically dragging on the freeway. And so I remember we were like both panicking. We're like, oh my God, we don't know what to do. And so we like called her dad, and her dad was like, you have to file a police report, blah, blah, blah. And so we did that. Police came over, and they're like, okay, what happened? Wrote everything down, and then he left. And so we're like, okay, well, we can't just like drag this bumper all the way to San Diego. So 2 girls in the middle of the night. It was pretty late too. It was really dark. We're trying to get this bumper off with no tools. It's our hands and our feet. Like,
Wow.
so we're just like kicking at that thing. Like we're trying to like rip it. Oh my goodness, we spent so much time getting that off, but eventually we did it. It was mostly Lena, because like Lena's like super strong. But yeah, I think that kind of became like a core memory for us. Like we always have like problems with our cars. It's like always our cars. But yeah, I think that's a pretty. I don't know if it's like a treasured one, because man, it was freaking difficult. But you know, it's a core memory.
Core memory. Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's move on. Whoa, 8?
Oh, I don't like these. Anyways, what does friendship mean to you? Oh, I don't like this one.
Love.
Okay, can I change?
Yeah.
It's the one right after number 5, number
Okay.
6. What is your most terrible memory?
Oh.
There's so many.
Yeah.
It's easier to think of that.
Yeah, so much.
Dang, what does that say about the human brain?
Oh, this is kind
Yeah.
of off topic.
Uh-huh.
Are you
But-
gonna say?
Yeah, the human brain.
Yeah.
I read a book
Mm-hmm.
recently, and about love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called All About Love.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
basically it's like a no-brainer, but seeing it on the page kind of like enlightened me. Our society and just especially our generation, we're so cynical about love. And I think that really showed up even in our podcast, like for the last couple of weeks, including everything I said. And I was just like, I'm not going to be cynical anymore. Like
really?
I've made it. No, like.
How do you not become cynical?
Or like, what are some steps you are taking to?
Yeah.
I'm just like low-key brainwashing myself.
Wow.
Yeah, just acknowledging, I have been very cynical and like different experiences have made me this way, but that doesn't benefit anyone. Yeah. There are obviously a lot more insightful things in the book that I'm just forgetting right now, but that was the underlying thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
It's a process.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I know what you were going to say.
Oh, what? Oh.
That like people just remember bad
Negative
memories,
things
negative
more
memories
easily.
more.
Yes. Makes sense.
Yeah.
The car reminded me, it's not a terrible memory. It's just more embarrassing, I would say. But last year, I had plans to eat Chipotle, the one on Larchmont, with DK and
Wait.
Daniel.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry.
And then technically it was during work hours, but I worked remotely that day. And usually I never get calls or anything like that. But as I was like entering the parking lot, I get a call from my manager. And she's like, or he was like telling me, oh, like, can you help out with blank or whatever? And I was like, wow, this is, of all times, like, he had to call right now. And for those of you who are familiar with that parking lot, it's very cramped.
Yeah.
And it was my first time personally driving into that parking lot. So I was like, I was stressed about driving and I was getting this call. I see Daniel, like he's already in the parking lot and he's like in the middle of parking. Like he's backing into his parking space.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we make eye contact and I'm like on the call and he's like not moving. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go past you and find my parking spot. And in the midst of that, I fully just like scratch his car. Like, and I was just like, oh, and I'm still calling my boss. I'm like, okay, understood. I'll do that as soon as possible. I hang up. I'm like, oh shoot.
Oh my god.
And well, I still remember his like facial expression. He was like, I was like, oh, this is so terrible.
Oh no.
And then I park, I get out, and I'm all frazzled.
Yeah.
He just finds it really funny, thankfully.
Oh.
But I look, and it's not that bad, but it is still a scratch. A scratch is a scratch. And I'm like, I am so sorry. And he's like, no, it's totally fine. And it worked out, but it's a like I get PTSD when I go to that Chipotle, so I just don't go to that Chipotle.
Yeah, I would
for sure.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dang. Yeah, I have a terrible memory, but this one's kind of serious. But it was when so I was leaving like an apartment here in K-Town because we have like cell there. And yeah, so I was walking. It was like me and like 3 other of my cell like sisters, girls. And usually it's like that street is really busy. It's the main like intersection is Olympic and Hoover. So it's like it's a really busy streets. But yeah, I was like parked on Hoover, and we're walking back. It's like good vibes, you know. We're all like, oh my god, haha. And we get to our car. I think it was the last cell of the season 2 actually. And we like walk towards our cars, but this like ambulance and like fire trucks, like all these cars like pull up, and there's like this woman like yelling at like the top of her lungs. She's like crying, and so we're obviously very confused, but we're also trying to kind of see what's going on. And then we just hear like the woman yell like, oh my god, is it gonna get like censored if I say like just beep? Yeah, like oh like you like K-word her, like you killed her. And then yeah, so we're obviously like, oh my, like what's going on? And our cars are all parked by the curb, and there's like multiple cars, so we can't see the actual like scene, you know. So one of my cell girls, like she starts crying because she's like panicking, like she's like, oh my god, like what if this person is really dead? And then yeah, that like we see the car that, you know, it was like, I think it was dented. And then yeah, I like saw like the leg of the person that's just kind of like near my car, so I was like, oh my goodness, like she's not moving. And then yeah, so like another like ambulance pulled up, and then they're like taking her, and they're like, okay, like no, she's not, she's alive. So like they're literally like, they're trying to like help her calm down, but she's not calming down. So they're at this point, like the firefighters like yelling at her, and they're like, calm down, like you need to calm down because you are her you're the witness, and if you're gonna take care of her, you have to calm down first. So it's like so much stuff going on. And then oh my goodness, yeah, people are like all watching, and they're like asking us like what's going on. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I just got here too, like yeah. But I remember it was like so like in the moment, I think all like me and my cell girls were like, oh my god, like what if she really is like unalived?
That is scary.
Yeah, so I feel like that was pretty terrible. I was like, yeah, but then I drove home. I was like very alert. I was like, my music was like turned down.
Yeah.
Had both hands on the wheel. Yeah, but it's crazy. Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, but anyways. Edgy?
It's like, I feel like it's more embarrassing than terrible, but that's why it's terrible. So this was my first week of working in terms of like going into the office. It was my first week, and that first week we had training in the office every single day. And I was still figuring out the parking lot. So where I work is in downtown, and it's in the same lot basically as a shopping center. So we use that shopping center. But that parking lot, at least for me, it was very confusing. And I only really figured out the right floor to park in that's best for me like 6 months into working. But anyway, so there are multiple floors, and multiple floors have like a different exit to get to the ground level that you want. But I always thought you had to park on the first floor. So basically I parked on the first floor, and there's like this huge tunnel, and I was like kind of late because this was before I figured out, you know, I should just leave super early. So I was leaving at like 7-8 peak rush hour in the morning, and I had to be in the training room by 9 a.m. So it was already like 8:50 something. So I had like my backpack, my flats on, and I was literally like running for my life through the tunnel, and it was actually so embarrassing. I was running, and then there's also like elevators and stairs to go up from that P1 up to the other levels where I needed to go. And I was like, oh god, you think about now. I was like running up the elevators, but I tripped. And there were like two ladies on the steps above me, and they saw me like so frazzled and trying to run. So they actually tried to like move out of the way for me. But then I was like, oh, thank you. But then I like literally tripped, and they looked so concerned for me. And I was literally like so sweaty, and I was like, oh my god, I just need to get up there. So I like ran as fast as I could. Like I was like too embarrassed to even look back, I was like too in a rush to even look back. But yeah, so every time I like go down, because there's a food court down there, so every once in a while we'll order down there. So every time I get on those elevators or those stairs, I always think of that morning. And now I'm glad I understand the parking lot structure.
Oh my
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah. So that's my terrible memory.
Have you ever like tripped and you kind of like stay there?
I had to go. It was too embarrassing to stay there any longer.
I don't think I usually just try to get up.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Do you just stay there for a little bit?
I haven't really tripped that bad in a long time.
Dang.
That's good.
I think the last time I like really fell was like down the stairs.
Oh,
What?
Like, cause this was like last year. We have wood floors, and like
Yeah.
I was wearing my like cotton socks, but they're really slippery.
They are.
Yeah, so I think I just kind of like slipped and then I just like
Yeah.
But that was like private, you know?
Yeah, that's at home.
Like my parents were home, but they didn't hear anything. I felt pretty hard. Like I'm pretty sure I like bruised my butt or something. I don't know, but then like I like didn't hear anything. Okay. Yeah.
Dang.
But okay.
All right.
Okay, number 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier? Guys, I think I have bad luck with 11.
Yeah.
Should we just go with it? Or should we change it?
Let's see what the other questions
Yeah.
are.
What 10 and 12 are?
Okay, 10 is alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner.
Oh, so we compliment each
Each
other?
other. I don't really want to do that.
Let me read number 12. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
What are these questions? What's 9? What's 9?
Ooh, what roles do love and affection play in your life?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I cannot tell you.
Okay. Number 7 is if you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living and why?
I would quit my job.
What would you do instead?
Yes.
Spend time with my friends and family.
Yes. Like have an actual life.
Free time.
Yes. Wait, is that actually your answer?
Yeah.
Is there like something specific you want to do? Like you only have a year to live.
If I have a year to live, then I would use all my money to go travel or like buy my family stuff or
Wow.
because I wouldn't take that money with me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. You're right.
I also think I'd quit my job. Yeah. I think I'd just either like sleep a lot or go out a lot. Just like, just do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I already quit my job, so that is not an answer for me. But, yeah, I would want to travel. I would want to travel to all the continents. Yeah, including Antarctica.
Oh.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Travel. Okay. Last set of questions.
Yes, sir.
I'm a bit frightened based on the last
I
couple
know.
questions.
I'm not choosing
we
a
had.
number 11 again.
Yeah. Wait, what if number 11's like really good?
I
this
know.
time?
Oh, dang it. Okay, I'll go with 11.
Okay. I'll do 2.
I'll do lucky number 7.
Okay.
Okay, number 2. Complete this sentence. Oh God. I wish I had someone with whom I could share ... I don't know.
Share? I don't share. Kidding. Sorry. Period.
Share nothing.
Facts.
I think for me, it's I wish I had someone with whom I could share the most natural, like organic conversation, but also like it has to be long, like, but not forced, you know, because that is very rare for me, and I feel like what I'm looking for is just someone who I can literally talk to for a very long time, but the conversation, it's not just like lighthearted. Honestly, it's like things like these questions, it can be starting off surface level and then going into deeper things, but yeah, I don't get bored from it, and neither does the other person. Yeah.
I think the first thing that came to mind for me was I wish I had someone with whom I could share like my life. I don't know if this makes sense, but like honestly, just like
No filter.
yeah. I mean, I feel like with a lot of people's marriages, you know, that kind of just comes naturally as you guys start living together and like, you know, whatnot. Or maybe for some people like living with your partners and whatnot. But I think yeah, it's like I don't know. I think it's easy to like hide certain parts of yourself or like be ashamed of certain parts of yourself, I guess. Like and I think a lot of like it seems like a lot of people question like, oh, like am I gonna find someone who like loves me for who like I am, you know? And I think yeah, it's like I wish that or like I hope that answer is like very like firm for me, just like yeah, like I can just like share this and it's fine. Like, you know, like maybe they can tell me their opinions and like, you know, we can discuss, but like I could share honestly, like they could share honestly with me. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind for me.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting how even with like your closest friends or even family, like you subconsciously filter things.
Yeah.
But with like certain people, I feel like that doesn't happen. Like you just like 생각 없이 you say everything. And yeah, that is something that is very precious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I think for me, it's someone with whom I could share just like day-to-day things, and I know that they are interested in what I have to say, and I know that they will come to me to share like things about themselves too. So it's like a two-way thing. And sometimes I think it's like, especially when I'm like driving home by myself at late at night or something, it's like, oh, like it'd be nice if I have someone to talk to, like, you know, like those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What was the next number that we chose?
7.
7.
Not this one.
Brittany.
Not this one.
Brittany.
Well, I like number 6.
Okay.
Okay, when did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself?
Oh.
Well-
or by yourself?
I think it's both.
Both. And by yourself. You can't avoid it.
That's a part question.
By myself? Okay, I was watching I was on my Instagram explore page, and I don't know why this popped up on my wait, this was like also like a week or two after I got my dog. But there was so Korea has like dog funeral services.
Really?
And they take it like very seriously. Like
I
you know,
bet.
like they have like people who kind of like I don't know how you say it, but like kind of like usher you in and kind of like, you know, like 진행해 the ceremony
I'm
for
sure.
you. You like do like the cutting of the hair and everything.
Oh, wow.
But like when they upload those videos, it's just so sad.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen those
Wait,
before.
that's crazy
Yeah,
that they
please
would
don't.
like upload them.
Yeah, and
It
Is
seems
it-
like a very private like matter.
Yeah.
Is it to advertise their business or do the owners upload the videos?
It is like
Promoting their
I
business?
think so. But honestly, it's also like
Oh, I see.
I guess like that's like that is one way to see it, because it's, if you think about it, like that's pretty cruel to like the
is.
owners, and I'm like hoping that they get permission from them, like, hey, like can we like film and upload your funeral service for your dog? I don't know, but I think it is like but for some people it is like precious to like kind of like see that, like,
Yeah,
you know, it's just like share that, I don't know.
I see. Interesting.
But it was very sad.
That is very sad.
Yeah.
I bet.
It's very sad.
So were you just in bed scrolling and all of a sudden you see
just
that
popped
and
up. I don't know why I clicked on it. You know, because there's like multiple squares. I could have clicked on anything else, but I clicked
Couldn't
that.
help it.
Yeah, and then I scrolled through like the whole Instagram
Oh
page.
no!
I was like,
Oh no!
I can't stop.
they got you.
I know. I was like, dang, this is how they get you.
Yeah. Wait, when you cry by yourself, this is a question for both of you.
Uh-huh.
Do you, I guess it depends on why you're crying, but do you like sob out loud or just no, you look fine, but it's just tears rolling down?
It really depends.
That's
Yeah,
true. It
yeah.
really depends.
But I think it's usually more like tears rolling down.
Yeah.
Because I still live with my family. Yeah. Yeah. More so just tears.
How about you?
Oh,
For that question, yeah.
I kind of sob. Yeah. Yeah. Or it starts off with just tears rolling down. And then if I mentally like acknowledge, ooh, that was actually really sad.
Yeah.
Then I start like, you know, like,
Yeah.
like I'm breathing a little weirdly. Yeah.
Like at home?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of satisfying sometimes to do.
I love
like,
crying.
The last
Yeah.
time I cried like that, like audibly sobbing was when I was studying for my last exam, and I was
I
like
bet.
so frustrated. And that's
Did you just have like your notes open and just
Yeah, I was just like my papers were like crumpled, and I was going over the same questions like 10 times. I was getting them wrong, and I was like, my exam is literally like tomorrow, and I was like sobbing. My mom was terrified.
Sobbing out loud.
Yeah.
I think the last time I like sobbed out loud like that was when I got yelled at by a patient's mom.
Oh my
Because she was
gosh,
because
that's awful.
she like her
that's
like
the worst.
I don't know what happened, but like there's like a specific like injection that like, you know, certain people have to receive every, I think, like 2 weeks or something like that. So she comes in regularly, but for some reason we didn't have it. So her mom was like really upset basically. She was like, why don't you have records of it? But like she kind of like decided to pick on me, and like literally like no one helped, like
That's
no
so
one intervened. And it was
awful.
like I was like, I like obviously like I don't know how to take care of the situation, like
Yeah.
like can somebody like kind of help out? But like I mean I love like my ex coworkers and stuff. I'm pretty like I think they all kind of froze too because she was like acting out. But yeah, I was like going home, my manager called me and I was like hi Kim. And she's like, hey, like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And then after we hung up, she was like, I'll buy you a Starbucks tomorrow. I was like, no, like I'm really okay. I was like, I'm gonna be fine by tomorrow morning. It's just like right now.
Yeah.
And then I parked my car and then I cried more. Oh man.
That sounds so
Yeah,
tough.
and that's why I quit healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to all the healthcare workers.
Oh,
Jeez.
for real.
Ugh. Okay. 11. Wait. We all did we all answer? No.
No.
We
You
didn't.
didn't even share in front of another person. Hey, you sly.
In front of another person. Oh, sorry. It was in front of my boyfriend.
Aw.
Like, whoa, like 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? Yeah. Yeah.
I
What
think
about you guys.
by myself, man, I just cry so often. It's hard to remember like when the last time was because it's just a regular occurrence at this point. But I think I'll choose an instance where I sobbed by myself the last time. It was when I was like kind of refurnishing my room and I was like rearranging my furniture and trying to clear things up and throw things away that I don't need anymore. I have this like box of letters that I get from for like birthdays and just
Right.
whatever, and like they're really old too.
Yeah.
So I was just like looking through them and I just it was really, really sad because they were just letters from people who aren't in my life anymore.
Yeah.
And even letters from friends right now. Like I just felt so sad but also so loved at the same time that I was just an emotional mess. But yeah, I just sobbed. I think I was like sitting on the ground right where you're sitting. And my door was open, and my back was to the door. But my mom didn't even realize I was crying because she only saw my back. But I was it probably looked like I was like, I don't know, like
laughing.
Yeah. But
Dang.
and then in front of another person,
Guess it's been a while.
huh?
No?
I don't remember the last time,
Mm.
but summer from like last summer to the fall, I feel like I cried in front of everyone I know. Basically. Yeah. So just that season was a little tough.
Rough, yeah.
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 But yeah, crying's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
What about you in front of another person?
I think for both 2 weeks ago. For by myself, like for sure 2 weeks ago. And then I was like, the tears were still lingering. I was like coming downstairs. I'm pretty sure my mom saw me. So I think that also counts. But she didn't say anything. So
Sure.
yeah.
Ay, dang. Number 11? Finally?
Redeeming
I know,
time,
let's see.
probably, hopefully.
Oh!
Wait, I didn't read it.
Should I read it out loud?
Yeah.
Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find the most distressing?
No, what the freak?
Guys, I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
Wow,
I shouldn't.
Until the end,
Yeah.
it disappointed us.
Gosh.
That's an awful question.
Man. Oof, wait. Oof. Dang, these are oof. I guess number 10. 10 is pretty okay. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why?
Just one?
One item.
I hate this question.
So-
It's so hard.
It is difficult. One item. And I'm like able to like lift it, carry it, and take it out.
I have an answer. I think it was that box of letters, and it doesn't have just letters. It's like a little trinkets of memories. Yeah, I think I would save that.
It's not. So my parents, before iPhones and stuff were a thing, they used to print pictures all the time of my brother and me growing up. So we have multiple photo albums, but I'm gonna find a loophole and lump them as one thing.
Okay.
And grab like all those photo albums because they are like the same category. It's just they're divided out because there's so many.
Dang, I was gonna say like my wallet or my passport.
You know, I was thinking that too, but I was like, oh,
But I guess
You
like
can remake those. though.
yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say my phone because then I could contact people. Also,
true.
You
most
know-
places take Apple Pay.
Phone, I just assumed it's always
Yeah.
with me. So.
Hey, I said your loved ones and your pets only.
Can we count our phone as our pet?
Or your loved one? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's an extension of yourself almost at this point.
That's
That's
true.
so true.
yeah.
Yeah. If it's not phone, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I wouldn't really need anything unless, as long as like my loved ones and pets are like safe, you know. So I feel like nothing except like phone or like identification.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love how, like, the way we think, it's very different. Because I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know, like wallet, phone, everything, you can purchase them again.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
things like photos and letters, you
Yeah.
can't, like, they're
Yeah,
just gone.
exactly.
You can't
Right.
recreate them.
Right.
So,
That is very true. Yeah. Dang.
Well, how do you guys feel?
I think I'm madly in love.
Are we madly in love with each other now or what?
I do think these questions are definitely, I prefer them over, what was it? What's that? Oh,
So we're not really
Yeah,
strangers.
yeah.
Yeah.
those are even, they're worse than
They're
these.
weird.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
But I don't know if I would ever do these with like someone I'm not close to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's too deep and too intimate.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these are some things that I'm like these are things like we don't even share with each other sometimes, you know, because like we're still processing through it or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Even with yourself.
yeah.
Like that freaking number 11 in the last set. I was
Who-
like,
what-
why would anyone think about this on their own accord? I don't know. Or maybe you do.
Maybe.
Then, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you do, you know, not to say anything bad about you, but and that's not my normal train of thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a normal train of thought for anyone, you know. Let's not
Yeah.
make ourselves sad.
Exactly. Well, if anyone has any different experiences with these questions or has some success story with these, we would love to know because I feel
highly
like
doubt it,
I feel like
but-
these can be interpreted very differently depending on the person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'd love to know.
Yeah.
Any other last words, guys?
I think I'm so in love now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel right now, low key.
I'm just reading the other questions. They're very interesting.
They are.
Like number 9. That's so interesting.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. If you're curious, look at number 9 in set 3.
Yes.
Well, hope you guys ponder through these questions too, if you would like.
Yeah.
And hope everyone has a great rest of their weeks. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Oops.